Welcome everyone. This is Zozo StockWatch, and this is your StockWatch list for Thursday, November 30th. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some of the news that happened after the bell tonight, courtesy of the trade exchange. NBIX, Neurocrine Biosciences to present new long-term data evaluating Ingrezza for the treatment of Taradive at the American College of, and I won't even begin to pronounce that, pharmacology annual meeting. All right, so there's NBIX, not much action after that. Workday had their earnings come out. Workday, I believe they beat by 9 cents. Let me just check my notes here real fast. Yeah, Workday beat by 9 cents and also beat on revenues, and they also raised guidance, but the market didn't care, and they're pushing Workday down in the after hours on Workday. So not too good there for Workday in the after hours. DSGX had earnings after the bell. DSGX, that stock kind of moving down, not doing much in the after hours. They missed by 2 cents, but they beat on revenue there. ADMP, Adamas Pharmaceuticals submits prior approval. So let's check ADMP. Popped and then pulled back on ADMP. Jack had earnings after the bell tonight. Jack, that's the Jack in the Box restaurant, stock gap down, earnings per share and revenue miss. Box, BOX, came in line, beat on revenue there, BOX. And they came in line, beat on revenue, and that stock gapped lower in the after hours on BOX. SNPS, they beat by 12 cents, beat on revenue, SNPS, and they took that stock up, and it's holding its gains in the after hours here on SNPS. Home was up in the after hours. Let's check that. They had earnings also. Stock popped up here on HOME. They beat by 3 cents and beat on revenues on HOME, so that stock is up in the after hours. RVNC plans phase 3 program. So RVNC popped in the after hours, so there's the news right there, RVNC. Next up, we had Western Digital announce a successful $500 million increase in revolver. So WDC stock didn't really react to that news. OCX initiates new search for independent director. OCX. Not really doing much in after hours. TLYS, a retailer, beats by 9 cents, beats on revenue. TLYS. And that stock gapping up in the after hours on TLYS. So nice move there by them. Let's see, what else did we have here for you? PVH had earnings that came out. PVH actually selling off. And the CEO was just on Kramer a few minutes ago. It's about 10 minutes to 7 my time on the East Coast. PVH, they beat by 11 cents, beat on revenues. They popped it, and basically they sold off after that on PVH. Let's see, what else do we have here? Let me get rid of that. SMTC, they beat by 4 cents, beat on revenue. SMTC stock sold off on those earnings. Vivo, S3, 100 million shelf, VIVO. Not much going on with that. And KR, dividend increase, KRG. Dividend increase, not much going on with that. AUI, Yama announces pricing of 300 million 10-year unsecured senior notes. AUI, not much going on. Guidewire, earnings per share and revenue beat. GWRE, that stock is down in the after hours for Guidewire on their earnings per share and revenue beat. LLNW, Limelight Networks, announces launch of public offering, LLNW, and stock is down after hours. TXMD Therapeutics announces resubmission of new drug application for 004HR. So TXMD popped after hours, moved up, and fading off here in the after hours also. NP Nina announces 11% dividend increase for 2018 and share repurchase plan for NP. Stock, no reaction. Let's see, Form 4, Cuba. Let's see, Form 4, Cuba. MNR, REIT, inline, misses on revenue. That's a REIT. Guidewire, we went over already. Disney, Walt Disney Company announces cash dividend. So Disney raised their dividend in the after hours. Stock moved up a little bit, not much though for Disney. Then we had this big news: Nokia looking to buy Juniper. And JNPR was a big pop in the after hours on Nokia is in talks to buy Juniper Networks, and that's from CNBC. Let's see, I'm just scrolling through here to see if there's anything else. Top insider purchases. TEP CEO purchased over 6,000 shares. AAT CEO purchased over 26,000 shares. Joe, 10% owner. Fairholme purchased 258,000. Mealy director purchased 10K at 274. Let's see if Mealy did anything in the after hours. MELI, nope, nothing there at all. Let's see, Baba announces price offering. Some syndicate news came out after the bell. TDOC price and sale of shares of common. Over 3 million shares offered by Teledoc, and 830,000 shares offered at $35. USG filed Form S3 auto mix shelf. USG. And once again, all this news is courtesy of the trade exchange. And ABC prices $750 million, 3.45% senior notes due 2027. ABC. Let's check that out. Nothing really much going on there. All right, so that's kind of gets you caught up on the news. Let's go ahead and look and see what our top gainers were. Today we had PLAB. Once again, this is the mailing from the trade exchange. PLAB, AVIR, ATKR, Macy's, big pop there in Macy's. A lot of retailers were popping today. Nordstrom, CAPR popped, SC, CMG, looking for a new CEO on CMG, and then Dust moving up nicely because Gold GLD was moving down today. Our losers today, IBIO, XNet, MCF, Autodesk after their earnings, TEUM, MU, a lot of semis got hit today. LRCX, CGIX, Cool, they did an offering, and AMAT, another semi name, was down today. We had some call activity, options call activity, PENN, excuse me, unusual call activity, MYL, Groupon, Under Armour, THC, Twitter, Zion, CS, and AN all had unusual call activity. On the put side, VRX, TSM, Box, AMP, CMI, AMD, all unusual put activity. Let's go ahead and check our calendar for Thursday. Companies reporting tomorrow before the bell. Thursday, we have BKS, BOSC, DCI, EXPR, KR, MIK, PERY, TNP. After the bell, we have ALTR, AMBA, 5, NTNX, Ulta, VMW, and Zooms reporting after the bell tomorrow. Tonight, we have some numbers coming out from the Asian markets. China at 8 o'clock, Japan at 10 minutes to 7. So that should have came out have come out now. Let's see, initial jobless claims, we have that at 8:30 in the morning. Personal income, 9:45, we have the Chicago PMI. 10:30, we have the Nat Gas report. Watch that, ETF UNG. And also UGAZ, UGAZ. We have some Fed speak at 1 o'clock. Kaplan, Yellen spoke today at 10 o'clock, but tomorrow just one Fed speak, and that's pretty much it. And then for Friday, motor vehicle sales, 9:45 PMI manufacturing index, 10 o'clock, you have some numbers coming out, and then at 1 o'clock, the Baker Hughes rig count. Let's go ahead and look at our futures. It's about 2 minutes to 7 o'clock Eastern time. Dow futures down about 11, 12 points there. S&P futures down about 1, and the NASDAQ futures down about 3 currently. We'll look at commodities. Gold is up a little bit, and oil trading $57.37. Kind of flat in this overnight session for oil. So let's go ahead and look at sector rotation at work today. You had the QQQs down a lot today. Look at that big volume on the QQQs. All right, so that's a lot of institutional selling in the Qs, taking their profits off on the Qs, but they were putting it to work in the old transports here. And look at the volume here on the transports. Big volume coming in there. The IYT, nice pop in the IYT. So a little bit of sector rotation out of the mostly the semiconductor names. Big drop here in the semis down to the 50. SMA for SMH. And note the big volume. Note that big volume bar there on the sell-off here today in the semiconductor names. Such names as NVIDIA selling off, and Intel, AMAT, nice big red candles, TXN selling off. So all the semis took a hit. The banks were strong though today. Nice, rotation back into the banks here. XLF. And the XRT, which is the retail sector, big pop in the retailers. So, look at this volume that came in on the retailers today on that XRT. And that's such names as Macy's and JWN, JCP moved up. What else do we have? Target also moved up. Big pop here in Target. So retail had a great day today. So that's basically sector rotation. And in the transports, you had CSX, a railroad, big pop, UNP, big pop, FedEx. Big move there for FedEx, UPS, nice big pop there in that. KSU, big pop, LUV, Airlines popping, JetBlue popping here today. So all those transports were up. Let me see. The transports were up, I think, 200 and something points. Let me check that real fast for you. The transports were up 322 points for the day on the transports. And the Dow Jones itself, the Dow Jones 30, was up 103 points for today. But the NASDAQ composite, that was down 88 points, 1.27% for the day. So that's why I say sector rotation today. Now we just have to see where we're going to head as far as our swing trades and day trades. All right, so that fills you in on the market a little bit, the action that was going on today. Let's go ahead and look at some charts and stocks for tomorrow. All right, BGFV. All right, Big Five Sporting Goods, 2.3 million shares traded in this name today. We had a high of 770. So I'll have this one on watch, maybe a possible swing trade in this name as it's starting to take out the 50 SMA. Nice big volume came into that one. CERC, this looks like strictly a day trade for CERC. Nice biotech name, 8.6 million. Nice pop in this name. We'll see if it sets up intraday. CHEK. Big volume, 2.4 million. And this one trying to get up over the 122, 125 spot here on CHEK. The high today was 120. So we'll watch that 122 and see if it can take out 125. CHK. An oil name, nice pop here today, getting back over the 50 SMA. So I'll have that on watch. Possible swing trades. CIE, told my members in the room, it was kind of flat panning here, and the big volume that was coming in. I think some of the members got this and traded up to 57 cents on CIE. So nice pop there. We'll see if there's a continuation in that one. CON. This one has earnings on the 5th of December, so that's next week. So we'll see if we can get a trade in the CONN specialty retail, trying to break out here on this name CON, as if you draw the lines here. All right, and nice breakout here. We'll see if this one can get over maybe 31.75 and then continue up through 32 or so on CONN. CRNT, big volume stick here, turning up. It's below some of these moving averages. The 100 SMA right here, the white line, has had some trouble getting through it. The high today was 210, so we'll see if it can get over that 210 area. The 100 SMA is at 211, so this one will be on watch with that big volume that came in. DEPO, Depot, maybe it wants to fill this gap up here at 9. We'll see. Trying to get back over the 100 SMA, which is at 677. So maybe 680 might get this one really going. DEPO, keep that one on watch. Duncan, nice pop here on Duncan. Moving up here, so we'll see if this will set up maybe for a possible swing trade in Duncan. And then, there's a Starbucks too. Not sure. Yeah, this one looks okay. It's starting to break back above the 200 SMA. The high today was 57.68. So we'll see if we can get over 57.75 and maybe a possible swing trade in Starbucks. Let's go back to some other stocks. Smaller name here, DPW, holding the 5 EMA. We had this big pop here. Let's see if this can get back over $1.75 at some point tomorrow on DPW. Fran, another retailer, popping, needs to get over the 100 SMA. 771 is that number on the 100 SMA, so maybe 775. If it clears that, maybe we get a continuation move in Fran. JMEI, another retailer. Well, 4.3 million shares, big pop here a couple days ago. Needs to get over this 350 spot, and I'm going to put a line there right now. All right, so there's my 350 spot. Needs to clear this 350 spot. Maybe we get a continuation move in JMEI. Keep an eye on that. LC, nice volume, came into the name, trying to turn back up. Got stalled by the 20 SMA here, 463. So we'll keep this one on watch if it can take out 463 area. The high today was 466 on LC. OHRP, you see all my lines from the intraday drawings on my charts. The obvious number here is it needs to get back over, this 95 cents. So put a line there and, hold this, we'll say 90 cents for now. All right, on OHRP, nice volume came into it. So you would think if it clears this 95, maybe get a continuation move in OHRP. PTI, nice strong volume here, nice pop. We'll see if this sets up intraday, maybe like a red to green or something like that. PZRX, pops, but I don't like these, shadow candles here, but I'll keep it on watch. It needs to get back over $1.25. All right, so put a line there. So I would like it better if it got over 125. RKDA, agricultural inputs. 2.3 million shares. Now, this is an under 50-cent name, so keep your eye on this one. If it can take out the highs today of about, it was what, 28 cents. So maybe over, that 25 cents, maybe you get a continuation move in RKDA. If you're looking for one that has a little more price to it, keep an eye on this potash. It's been kind of basing here, below that $20 area on potash. And let me draw this other line too. All right, so you can see it's kind of in this channel, and see if it can get above these recent highs here. We had a high of 1975. We're at 1950 now. We had a high today of 1957. Maybe 1965, 1970 is enough to get potash going. I'm kind of watching this one for a possible swing trade in that name on POT. Next up, we have RXII, another small bio name here popping. Volume about over 600,000 shares. So we'll see if this one wants to set up for tomorrow. Starbucks, we talked about. SORL, this is holding the 10 SMA. We'll see if this one could get back over 750. All right, and then maybe we'll get that push up through 770 or so. This white line you see there, STLD, nice steel name, big pop. So we'll see if that one wants to set up maybe for a swing trade. X, still holding above 28 here on X US Steel. So this one will be on watch. TLYS, they had the earnings, a retail and apparel stores. Big pop here. We'll see if there's any kind of setup in that name. TXMD, they had news after the bell. Looks like it's fading off though, so I'm not as interested in this one. So we'll see on TXMD. And lastly, WIN, WIN. Looking for this one to maybe take out the highs today, 254, 255 in that area, 256, 3.1 million shares, telecom services, starting to turn the corner here on WIN. So we'll see if that one wants to set up. All right, this has been Zozo StockWatch. Thank you so much for listening to my videos. Hope they're helping you. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the videos, if you're new to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button. But most importantly, please hit those like buttons. All right, give me the incentive to keep doing these videos for you and finding you good stocks for your watch list each day. All right, this is Mike at ZozoStockWatch.com. Thanks for listening.